Cash App and Venmo are pretty similar apps that you can send money back and forth with all your friends and family. I'll let you know all the differences and which one I think you should get. First up, let's go through all the things that are similar between these two apps. Both Venmo and Cash App let you send money back and forth with friends and family very easily for free. Both allow you to connect a debit card or a bank account. And with both, you can send money to your bank account. It takes 1 to 3 days. Both also allow you to do instant transfers out for a fee with a debit card. With both of them, you can buy cryptocurrency. Both of them can also be turned into business accounts, which I think means a lot of businesses are probably going to be joining both of these platforms soon. I was also surprised that both can be used from a computer, not just from a phone. You can see all of your transactions and you can send money to other people. With both, you can find other people using their email address, their phone number, or their username. On Cash App, it's called a cash tag and starts with a $sign. On Venmo, it's called a username and starts with an @sign. The fee structures are pretty similar on both. Most things you're gonna do are gonna be free, sending money back and forth to friends, withdrawing to a bank account, adding with a debit card. The most common thing that has a fee on both is an instant withdrawal to a debit card. If you're worried about safety and security, both are owned by very reputable companies. Venmo's owned by PayPal and Cash App is owned by Square. Probably seen Square at many small businesses as their way to pay with credit cards in the store. They're a really big company. All right, so let's get into the differences. One difference you'll notice in the app is that Venmo is set up like a social platform, and you can see the transactions that other people have done. You can't see how much money they sent to each other, but you'll see little notes about what the money was for and who sent money to who. A lot of people like to make funny jokes with this and put all kinds of silly things in their notes about what the money was for. If you do not want your transactions to show up in the social feed, you can set them to all be private by default. Venmo can also connect with your Facebook account to pull your friends in from there. Cash App, you can only connect to your phone contacts. Venmo is also known for having a larger network of people on the app, but I think Cash App is catching up. Both Cash App and Venmo offer a debit card that you can use with your account. Venmo offers a bunch of colors to choose from. I've never had a purple debit card before, so that's kind of fun. For their Venmo debit cards, they have some cashback offers. So these are at different stores that you might use your debit card at, and you could get some money back on your account. Venmo does also have a credit card option, and Cash App does not have a credit card that goes with it. Venmo also has an option for cashing a check directly in your account, which is really nice. Cash App doesn't have that yet, but I've heard that feature is coming to Cash App soon. One difference on the fees is that you can use the Venmo debit card at an ATM for free in their network of ATMs. It is $2.50 for an out-of-network ATM, but with Cash App, every ATM is $2. All right, so let's talk about some of the pros of Cash App. One is the age limit. For Venmo, you must be 18 years old. With Cash App, you can get an account and a card if you are 13 and up with a parent. The Cash App debit card is much more customizable than the Venmo one. There are only 3 colors to choose from, but you can add emojis and you can even draw on it yourself. So you could write your signature on it or your own drawing and have that printed on your card. It does have to be approved though, so it can't be anything rude. The Cash App debit card does have a nice feature called boosts. These are a little bit like the cashback offers with Venmo, but I found the boosts to be really pretty good. So they're like a discount off different kinds of things. It might be a particular store or it might be a category of things like fast food or grocery stores. You can only add 1 boost at a time onto your card, and that'll be the one that's active at the moment. One nice feature that Cash App has that Venmo doesn't is that you can add paper cash to your account. I'm gonna make a separate video about how that works, but you can deposit cash at stores nearby. If you haven't tried Cash App yet, I'm gonna include my referral link down below, and if you sign up with that link, and you set up an account with a debit card, send somebody $5, it could be anybody, it doesn't have to be me or anything, then you will get a $5 bonus on your account. So please use my referral code if you want to try out Cash App. It has some really nice features. So which one of these two do I think wins? Well, as you can see, I have both of them. And I have both of them partly because I just want to have whichever one people want to use. Both are free, so why not? So if I'm sending money to a friend or buying something off of Facebook Marketplace, I have whichever one the person wants to use. It's just easy that way. But if I had to choose just one, which one would I pick? I'd pick Venmo. And the reason is because pretty much everyone I know already uses Venmo, so they do seem to have a larger network of people. And if the main point is to send money back and forth with other people, I want the one that has more people on it. But like I said, I think maybe Cash App is catching up. And now that Cash App is allowing people as young as 13 on their platform, I wonder if that's gonna raise the number of users they have. So my opinion might change on this one. Which one do you like better? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Do you have both or do you have just one? Next up, check out that video about how to put cash on your Cash App account.